Hello friends, Fred Bergeron from Inaxsys. I hope you're doing well today. In this tutorial today, I'm going to show you how to activate an alarm pop-up in the Protege GX platform. So the goal is on selected events, on very specific events, we want to have a pop-up window that will show up on top of any other windows on your computer, and it will show the line with the description of the event that triggered the pop-up. Then you have the option to acknowledge from that or to go to the alarm page to see the description of it. And then I'm going to show you that we can either allow acknowledging the alarm without a comment, from the security guard or the operator, or that where we can enforce it so that they have to enter a comment. And obviously, comments entered when acknowledging alarms are saved to the database, and you can run reports on those. All right. So now I'm going to show you with the GX system from ICT how to create and activate the alarm pop-up. All right. Let's have a look at it. So the first step is to select which type of event you want to use to trigger this pop-up. Okay, so under events and event filters, as we saw in different other videos that we did, I created an event filter to capture the door forced open event. Okay, so under event types, I removed all event types and I selected this one from the all door events group. Okay, so door forced open with the door name. All right, so that's the first step. Second step. Again, under events, we go to alarms. Okay, so there's none of these alarms created by default, so I added a new one called door forced open alarm. And you see here you have two lines of instructions. Basically, the first line is English, second line is the second language. In this case, we're using French as a second language. I select the event filter that I created in the previous step. Okay, and here under alarms acknowledgement comments, you have optional, never, or must. Okay, I'm using must, which is I think what we should use because even if it's a false alarm, the guard should always be, or the operator should always be able to, or forced, to select or enter a comment. Okay, this is really helpful because then later we can find out what happened and why the alarm appeared. Okay, you'll see also we can link a floor plan to the alarm pop-up, and there's also alarm priority and alarm routing list. So that's probably something that we'll do in a separate video, but basically what this is for is you can basically define the priority of an alarm. So basically the alarm with the highest priority will show at the top of the list of alarms always. Okay, so let's say for you forced open alarms is very important, you need to create the alarm priority and assign it to the alarm action. Okay, and the routing list, we can create workstations in the GX platform, and then I can basically define where each type of alarms is going to. Okay, but this is something we rarely use, but I think this is worth doing another video on that later. Okay, so again, I have my alarm, I can save. Something else that is great now in the newer version of GX, you can have a WAV file or a sound to play based on each alarm. So if forced open is very important to you, you can make a very annoying sound or alarm sound appear or loop when this alarm shows up. Okay. All right, so that's it. So remember, here there's a little link here, little bell at the bottom right-hand corner. This is to bring you to the alarms page. Okay, so if there's an alarm pop-up, you can click on that, but the alarm pop-up will always stay on top of the window until you decide what to do. Either cancel the alarm pop-up or acknowledge the alarm. Okay. So let me show you how to create the pop-up, or generate it, and then I'll show you different options are available in the operators, because you may want some operators not to receive those alarms. Okay, so let me force the door. Okay, now we get the alarm pop-up. Okay, so I have the option to right-click here and acknowledge. And I can say false alarm, like that. All right, so acknowledge. It's gone from the alarm page at the top, but it's now in the acknowledge alarm list at the bottom. And then you can see, if I scroll right, you can see the comment that I just entered. Okay, so this was how to create an alarm condition. You can create multiple ones. You can create, multiple filters depending on your needs. Last little thing here I want to show you. If you look in, the operator properties, if I had another operator, you can see here that, which role is assigned to. So if I go back under roles to confirm, if I had a new one, and just call it test. Oops, sorry. You will see that we have now, different items that we can display. So by default, the alarm pop-up will show on every computer that is connected to the GX server, okay? But you can remove this if, let's say, for some operators, sorry, you don't want to display the pop-up, all right? And also you can deny the ability of disabling the pop-up for X number of minutes or until the next login. Okay, so usually I recommend removing these if you really want to make sure that the alarms will be treated, according to the requirements of the site. Okay, again, you can do it per role, so some operators will receive the pop-up, some others will not. Okay, so this will how to create an event filter and alarm condition for alarm pop-up to show up in your GX platform. I hope you liked the video. My name is Fred Bergeron from Inaxsys. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and then if you need any kind of help, whether if it's sales, pre-sales, or support, you can reach us on inaxsys.com. All right, thanks for watching. See you soon. Okay.